So this is Manrega.
Yeah.
But then there are many other schemes where the budgets have been cut. As I told you, you have told us about the increase, where
Yes.
all it has increased. I would want to talk about what was the rationale behind decreasing where it was decreased.
I mean,
So,
fair point.
yeah, for instance, the Guarantee Emergency Credit Line Scheme for MSMEs.
Yes.
The MSME sector has still not revived
No,
by the government's own
by the way,
estimate.
that has
but your
not-
budget has gone down this year from 15,000 crores to 14,100, a dip of 900 crores.
See, the emergency, that is not something that in any way affects the MSME. That is an infusion of money into a corpus. The corpus is run by the National Credit Guarantee Trust Corporation. They estimate based on the level of bad debts, the amount of capital infusion they need.
Okay.
So we are giving them what they need to maintain the scheme. So this is not going to affect the beneficiary of the scheme in any manner. It is basically a capital adequacy calculation. It is something between us and the Credit Guarantee Trust Corporation. I can assure you they are fully funded to meet the obligation
Okay,
under the
but
scheme
Mr.
and will be
Finance,
fully funded.
yeah, Mr. Finance Secretary, you see many things related to the agriculture sector also. For instance, the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. The budget last year was 12,954 crores. This year it has been reduced. Why is that so?
Yes, there are changes in individual schemes within the agriculture sector. But the thing that I would point out is that in the agriculture and allied activity sector as a whole, the budget has gone up. So there are schemes which are down and schemes which are up. But agricultural and allied activities, excluding the PM Kisan program, has actually increased. And this figure is reflected in the budget at a glance publicly available statement. I have a copy there on my table where it has actually gone up. However, the reason some people are seeing a decline is because in the PM Kisan program, there is a decline of approximately 7,000 crores. Now, why has this happened? We footnoted this in the fine print, but it is visible. It's in the public document. There was an updating of the beneficiary database because the program is now, I think, 4 years old. So they did a comprehensive update of the beneficiary database. They found some cases of persons who had left, who had become income taxpayers, who were found in the beneficiary database in more than one place. They are entitled to it only in one place. So the cleaning up of the database which was done has resulted in an approximately 10% reduction in the number of eligible names. So we continue to fund it fully for everybody who's eligible, and that is a saving that has come from a database reassessment. It's not a reduction in benefits to any eligible person.
Okay. I continue with the reductions. The Ministry of Minority Affairs. The budget estimate for 22-23 was 5020 crores. For 23-24 is 3097 crores. And the list goes on. For instance, the skill development for minorities, the budget was 491 crores. It was then in 23-24, it has been reduced to 64 crores.
In respect to the Ministry of Minority Affairs, what you're saying is factually correct.
Okay.
I don't dispute those numbers. The Ministry of Minority Affairs is going through restructuring and rationalization of the schemes relating to all the schemes of the ministry. So they are in the middle of that rationalization, and they have indicated a requirement for existing schemes in the numbers that you have indicated.
Okay.
Our impression is that when they finish this rationalization, they are actually rejigging some of the entitlements, moving some of the, changing the nature of the scholarship. There are a number of things they are doing. I'm not fully familiar with them. The indication I have is that when they have finished with the rationalization, they'll come back to us with a revised requirement under the new structure of schemes that they are evolving.
So you're
this
saying
is my
that
impression.
you are saying that in a revised estimate, this may grow.
This may grow, and this will. What I can say is this is based on the requests we have received from them.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about food subsidy. A very important scheme, which was important. It, I believe, still continues. Budget 2022 and 23, 2,06,831 crores, reduced to 1,97,350 crores. Do you feel the problem is over because of which you have decreased the food subsidy?
In the food subsidy too, the decrease has no effect whatsoever on the beneficiary or consumer. This is between us, the food corporation, and the procurement agencies. One of the reasons for the decline is the interest burden on the food corporation has gone down because we have paid off a number of their old off-budget borrowings. So the food subsidy is an amalgam of the difference between the the
Actual
cost of the
subsidy.
MSP, the cost of transportation, the interest costs borne by the FCI. So it's an amalgam of many factors. This merely reflects a reduction in some of those costs, particularly interest.
Okay.
Because we've discharged many of their old off-budget borrowings.
Sure. Department for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, last year 1,24,000, this year 1,15,000. I mean, it's a
This is
marginal
one that I've
dip,
already
but-
explained. If you
Yeah.
remove the PM Kisan, it increases. But with the PM Kisan, there's that marginal decrease.
And then the big two, health and education. For the National Health Mission, it was 37,165 crores. This year it is 36,785.
Again, you are not looking at the health budget, you are looking at a component of the health budget. The aggregate health budget has increased. Now, if you
Okay.
pick and choose individual schemes within a budget, some will go up and some will go down each year. The aggregate health budget is up by about 1,000 crores.
Sure. Mr. Finance Secretary, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.